We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox look for the series sweep at home against their division rivals. First pitch is next. Roger Clemens is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Boston. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
Stepping in, Ben Zobrist, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike one. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, both the first 2 games of this series have been nail biters, but they've been able to find a way to win. And if you're going to the postseason, you need to be good in one-run games.
No doubt about it, D-Row. They always say, hey, it's easy to win those blowout games, games that get out of hand. But there have been 2 nail biters so far in this one. They've won both, and they'd like nothing more to continue their winning ways and win this one here today.
Zobrist with a 1-2 count now. Not a bad night to bring the parka along. 54 degrees at game time. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Batting second, the left fielder, Carl Crawford.
Stepping up to the plate, Carl Crawford. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Now here it comes.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
Two balls and no strikes to the Rays left fielder. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Swung on and chopped down the line at first. Swing and a liner. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to tie him up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
Carlos Pena is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fouled away. Crawford leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Fouled off. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard down the line. A dive, but it's off his glove. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
The third baseman, number 3, Evan Longoria.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
The 1-0.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And this is lifted out towards straightaway center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Aubrey Huff. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch on its way. Ripped down the line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. And that misses 1-1. And that misses 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Rays strand a pair. Tampa Bay nothing. Red Sox coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball, The Show. Blake Snell will be the starter for the Rays in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
They're going to have to start calling this guy Blake Nasty. This guy is one of the top pitchers in all of baseball. In my opinion, the best stuff from the left side of the game right now. Upper to mid-90s fastball, 95 to 98. Good curveball, good changeup, good slider. He throws any pitch at any time for strikes. He's taken that next step. We're talking about a legitimate Cy Young contender year after year. Blake Snell, as good as anybody in the game right now.
Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Hey, Matty, yeah, it's been a tough series so far, Dero. They've lost the first 2 nail-biters, 2 close games, low-scoring games. They'd like to turn that fortune around here today.
Yeah, but from a manager's perspective, Dan, all you can ask for is effort, and that's what this team's given them. They took it on the chin. First 2 games, 1-run losses. They'll bounce back today.
Fly ball right down the line in left. Crawford will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out.
Second, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Digging in now, Mookie Betts. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Hit hard but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. Now another 1-2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Carl Yastrzemski is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now the 1-0.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Shin high, that's taken for a ball. Hot shot to third. Longoria's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. All set for the start of the inning, and up next it'll be the outfielder Tommy Pham.
Tommy Pham.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Outside, next ball.
Now the 1-0. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Batting 7, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Settling in now, Kevin Kiermaier. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No score here as we play inning number 2. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Well, today's game provides the Red Sox with the chance to complete a series sweep, guys.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
The 1-1. Ties him up inside with a good fastball. And it certainly helps when you're throwing your ace on the mound in the series finale. Can't ask for much more than that.
One of the keys when you show up to the ballpark and you're going for a sweep, you look at that lineup card and you see your ace pitcher is on the mound. You have to feel awfully good about your chances to complete the sweep.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Now a move over to first. A dive, but he's back. In now, Navarro. Kiermaier's running. Now a ball lined to the left side. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. This year against right-handed pitching, Navarro brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Now to the plate, Brad Miller, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And it's fouled away. 2 out here and a runner at second. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it's 3-2 now to the number 9 hitter.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Payoff pitch on its way. Fouled away. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit hard on the ground to first. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Jim Rice.
The left fielder, Jim Rice.
First delivery to him on the way. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Fouled off. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
So now to the plate, David Ortiz, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. In his career, Ortiz begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Certainly a line he can take pride in. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
He's been called. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something big right now.
Plate, Rich Edmonds. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle, taken in by Zobrist. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Ben Zobrist. Here comes the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Carl Crawford is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Ball 1. 3rd inning, no score to this point. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Rice is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Striding into the box, Carlos Pena. First pitch on its way. Now the 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Solo shot to right center. 6th home run on the season for him as the Rays move out on top 1-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Into the box now, Evan Longoria, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Longoria, or just Longo as he's often referred, he's in year 1 of a new 3-year deal. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2 balls and a strike to Longoria.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Now another 2-2. Swing, and this is also hit well out to deep center. Smith has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Rays off and running early on the solo home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. Tampa Bay's out to a 1-0 lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Bobby Doerr.
Bobby Doerr.
First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. Pena has a play. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting eight.
In now, Reggie Smith, who's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit hard on the ground to short. Gloved by Miller. But the throw will be well late. So a good play, but it's all for naught, as that'll be an infield single.
Boy, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
Omar Garciaparra is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. Hit in the air to center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it. 2 down. Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs.
Wade.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Runners on the move for second. That's a strike. The throw down. Not in time, as the offline throw allows him to get in there easily.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
2-1 now to the Boston leadoff hitter. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The relay, the tag, and he's out going for second. But 1 run does come in to score on the play before the inning comes to an end. Red Sox settle for just the 1. 3 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Digging in to try it again. Aubrey Huff. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Door is there. He's got it 1 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box now, Tommy Pham. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Skied into straightaway right. Betts giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that means Kevin Kiermaier will hit next. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Good curveball that time in the low 80s, 0-2.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Rays go in order 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Mookie Betts. First pitch on its way. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And this is taken in for out number 1.
Now batting. First base.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carl Yastrzemski. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Hit back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Now batting. Left fielder. Good. Right.
To the plate now, Jim Rice. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Into the box, David Ortiz, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. A base hit in his first trip. The 0-1 on its way. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Sharp ground ball toward the hole. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. 1-2 to the Red Sox catcher.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Ready with the 1-2. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And Longoria will make the catch to retire the side. Boston strands a couple. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Stepping in, Navarro, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. All even now, 2-2. Now here's the pitch. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Door ranging into the outfield, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
1 away now, and here's the shortstop, Brad Miller. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. In for a strike, it's 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Right side and right into the shift. And there's out number 2. And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Rays. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
Leading off.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The second baseman, Bobby Joe.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bobby Doerr is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Crawford is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Reggie Smith. First delivery to him on the way.
Oh, that's out.
The 1-0. 1-1 the count now. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat. 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Fouled off. One out, nobody on. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Stepping in now, Omar Garciaparra. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Count remains at 0-2. One and 2 to the Boston shortstop. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up one of the members of the 3,000 hit club, Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. Ready. Here's the first offering.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Bouncer to the left side. Up with it is Longoria, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Red Sox leave 1. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Carl Crawford. First offering on its way. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. A ball and a strike. And he fouls this one off. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
That's a good pitch right there, but you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
He stays alive, still 2-2. Here it comes.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
Bat explodes as this is popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So striding forward now, Carlos Pena. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run.
Yeah, and that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Striding in, Evan Longoria. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's set, and the pitch. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Popped him up. Garciaparra shading to his right. And he makes the catch for the second out. Now at the plate, Aubrey Huff.
Aubrey.
Here comes the first pitch.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Now the 1-0. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Short, hit hard, fielded cleanly, on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th, all tied at 1-1. Bottom of the 6th inning now. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder Mookie Betts.
The right fielder, Mookie.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The windup and the 0-1. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take. And he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Standing in now, Carl Yastrzemski. 1-0 the count. One out, nobody on. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Turned on down the line. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. He'll get it into second. And he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
At the plate, Jim Rice. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. From the stretch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. 1 out and a runner on second base. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit the other way out toward right field. Huff is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Next up for the Red Sox, David Ortiz. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Good curveball. Strike 2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-hole hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
A bouncer up the middle. Towards second, Zobrist is there. Off balance throw. Gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. 1 left for the Red Sox. Still tied 1 apiece. Derek Lowe is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Derek Lowe.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Tommy Pham. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Tommy Pham.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Lowe is a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the park. It's a rare day that someone takes him deep, which obviously makes him a very valuable commodity in the bullpen.
One of the things as a manager you want to do, you want to bring a reliever in and know that he can keep the ball in the ballpark, and this guy does a great job of that. He's near impossible to get the ball in the air to lift for a home run, and it's one of the reasons why he's a real effective relief pitcher.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here comes the 1-0. Scorched to third. Boggs has it. There's one on to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play.
Well, it was a promising start with the leadoff man on in a tie ball game, but there's nothing like a double play ball to change the course of an inning.
So base is empty now after the double play, and now it'll be the catcher, Navarro. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
A ball and a strike now. 2 out, nobody on. And this will be fouled away. The 1-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
The batter, the shortstop, Brad.
Digging in, Brad Miller. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First delivery to him on the way. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. 1 left for Tampa. Score remains tied 1-1. Ryan Stanek gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Ryan Stanek.
Last half of the 7th here, and next will be the power hitting catcher, Rich Edmonds.
Rich Edmonds.
First offering on its way. Now this is chopped fouled at home plate. It's 0-1. Pitch on the way. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
This is pulled into right, and that's going to be a base hit, so the possible go-ahead run is on here to start the home half of the 7th.
Turn and burn, baby. He smelled that heater coming inside right there. Didn't do too much damage with it, but was able to get the head out and drive it for a knock.
At the plate now, Bobby Doerr. He swings and misses. Throw down. In time, and he is nailed at second.
Well, he tried to turn a single into a double by stealing second on the first pitch, but they were ready for it. Good catch and throw from behind the plate, and it's like that base hit never happened.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. And it's fouled away. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
So now to the plate, Reggie Smith, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready with the 1-0. And a high strike there. It's 1-1. Pitch on the way. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. And now the count is full for the Boston center fielder.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Digging in, Omar Garciaparra comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Red Sox leave 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Here's Ben Zobrist now. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this game has the potential to result in a series sweep, but of course with a tie game on our hands, that is no foregone conclusion.
Never easy to sweep. This is one of those teeter-totter games, back and forth as we're tied going into the back end of this game right now. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
2-1 to the Rays leadoff batter. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Carl Crawford will be next. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Popped him up. Garciaparra is there for it. 1 down. Stepping up now, Carl Crawford. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Belted high in the air out to left. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Digging in once again, Carlos Pena, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. And now a pitch on the way. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Well, Dan, the sun goes down and this guy lights up right here. That's his third knock of the night.
Talk about having a good night. 3 hits, and hey, he might have another at bat or 2 before this one ends.
In now, Evan Longoria, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. The 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Finally, they show some signs of life. These guys have been swinging the bats like they're underwater or something. But a single and a double, and now they've got runners on second and third. We'll see if they can cash them in.
Blaine Buchholz will slide in now and try to work out of this. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Coming to the plate now, Aubrey Huff. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
First offering on its way.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Hits are even at 7 apiece. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Here's the 0-2. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
From the stretch, the 1-2. Hit high and deep out to left. And it's gone into the monster seats. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, as it's now a 4-1 ball game.
What a great piece of clutch hitting right there to give his boys the lead. Going to put a lot of pressure on the opposition to have to score with only 6 outs to go.
Stepping in now, Tommy Pham. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
Left fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. One more look at the big blow for the Rays. A 3-run home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's now 4-1 Tampa. Jake McGee is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Wade Boggs. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Wade.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
1-0 pitch on the way. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Too tight with that one. 3-0. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 3-1 pitch. Sliced hard on the ground. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Dan, I know you fight as an offensive player to get in a 3-1 count. What's the tension level on the mound throwing this guy a 3-1 heater?
That's one of the things you don't want to do. You have a game plan when you go into this, and the game plan normally is get ahead with strike one and make hitters expand the zone. 3-1, not a good time to throw a fastball.
Carl Yastrzemski is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Swings through it for strike number 2. Now the 0-2 pitch, and a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
To the plate now, Jim Rice will go the short way to Miller, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox. They trail it 4-1. All set to start the 9th in this one, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Kevin Kiermaier. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. Both Sox entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop and a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark. They're not out of this one yet.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Number 30.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the ninth. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a one-run lead.
Into the box now, Navarro. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now the 0-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Nobody out, runner on first. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
A look to first by Buchholz, and a dive, but he's back. The 2-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's in there. Base hit. And he's safe.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
You come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Here's Brad Miller, the shortstop, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he lays off for ball 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Two and two.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
That's one of the problems right there, Dero. When you play the infield in, you cut down a lot of angles. Normal infield depth, that might be an out.
Yeah, you got it as a hitter right here, Dan. You take a deep breath, knowing hard contact is usually going to result in a knock.
Jim Lombard comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are two on here with nobody out. Standing in now, Ben Zobrist, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Here comes the 0-1, and a pitch takes off inside and gets away. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Line toward right center. And this ball's going to get down, and it should plate a couple. One run is in. Throw comes to second. To second now, but he's safe as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
This one just whistles over the second baseman's head. He had no chance to make a play on that one, and it gets fielded deep in the alley, but not before 2-run score, and the hitter lands on second.
At the plate, Carl Crawford, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Comes set, and the 0-1. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at
all. So digging in now, Carlos Pena. 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base. First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
3 runs already home here. Swing, and he pops him up. Long run for the left fielder, and no one will track it down. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. A man at third with 1 away. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Evan Longoria. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Liner toward right center. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. Throw into second. The throw, and he's tagged out at second. That'll end the inning, but they do score 1 on the play. So they score 4 times on 5 base hits, no errors, and no one left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. The Rays lead it 8-1.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
So now to the plate, David Ortiz. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Fouled away. Here it comes, 0-2.
The count is 1-2.
And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. The 1-2.
Ball.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
Just hung in there on that one. Again, he sends it out of play. Three balls and 2 strikes to the DH for the Red Sox.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one, frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
At the plate now, Rich Edmonds, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Comes set with the 0-1, and a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Popped up. Longoria is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Digging in, Bobby Doerr. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. McGee's ready. 1-0 on its way. Up top, it's 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. That one's in there on the black. 2-1. The pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. There to play it is Zobrist. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Rays will salvage at least the finale in this 3-game series as the ball game is over.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
8-1 is the final tonight. The Rays came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Ryan Stanek earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Jake McGee works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rays, 8 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Red Sox, 1 run, 8 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 16 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Fenway Park, 37,755. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.